Good morning, guys. Got another day out on the water today. Unfortunately, still no sea dew, so we got to make do with what we have. And bass is open now, so I'm gonna try to get out and do some bass fishing. Oh, that's a good sound to hear on the first clip. So yeah, we're gonna head all the way out the lake, gonna head towards Snake Island. Had to bring lots of extra gas. It takes about a half hour, well, by myself 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get out of the river. And that's only halfway, then we got to get across all of Cook's Bay. It is going to be a scorcher today, so hopefully I get there before it gets too hot and the sun gets too high, but we'll see. Either way, beats a day in the office. So let me get set up here, get started. Once we get out there to Snake Island, I'll check back in and we'll kick off the adventure. See you in a minute. Alright guys, we made it out to Snake Island. There's another little island there, I don't know what it's called. Maybe I'll check it out and put it in the video. But made it out to Snake Island here. We're hiding behind the waves. The wind started picking up on the other side. Never fished here, never fished Simcoe for bass, so who knows what I'll get into. But yeah, I see a bunch of boats fishing between the mainland and the island there. I'll avoid them for now, just A, to stay out of the wind, B, because I don't want to impede on their space. But we're going to try a bunch of different stuff today. We're going to try some weedless jigs here on the bottom, see how those work. We got some buzz baits here, crankbaits for if I get into the weedy area. This one you just slightly leave tension on your line and slightly in a downwards motion jig, and looks like a dead fish. Spinner bait, and if all else fails, we have our lucky meps here, so we'll see what we catch. We have a few other things, but we'll see what we start with and take it from there. So I'm gonna go position myself on the other side for now, let it bring me back around, do a round trip here, start casting, and hopefully we catch something. So yeah, see you in a sec. All right guys, positioned in the first spot. Really wish I had my sea-doo here, because then I could chart out where the structure is, where the weeds are. Right now, realistically, we're just guessing, but a day of guessing out on the water is still better than not being out on the water. So yeah, we're gonna start off with the spinner bait. This one I've used quite a bit, caught a lot of pike, a few bass on. Key to remember is, depending on the day and the season, is the speed of your retrieving. Sometimes I find a slower retrieve works better, sometimes a faster. And another thing I do with the spinner bait from time to time is, while I'm reeling it in, I give it just a little jerking action just to give it some different movement in the water and hope for the best. So let's get going. Let's see if this brings it. We'll do 20-30 casts with this, and then we'll switch it up. Hopefully we get lucky. Alright guys, from the sound of it, or from the look of it, I think I'm a little deeper than anticipated from this island, so we will switch it up. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put on this weedless jig. See the plastic hairs there kind of block you from catching some of the weeds. This one has a rattler in it. We're gonna get it on. Yeah, I'm using leaders because I forgot my swivels at home, even though I bought them specifically for this trip, but I forgot them. So you lose a bit of the action in the play doing it this way, but hopefully it still works. So with this weedless jig, we're gonna get it down lower and jig it off the bottom a bit, keeping tension on the line, and a odd jig, and keep tightening up the line as it gets loose. Maybe get lucky. Well, I must not be in the worst of spots. Boats on either side of me here, about the same depth out, so if they know the spot, then it means we did a good guess. If they don't know the spot and they're just coming because they saw me, probably not the greatest move. I got perch following this thing in. Another good setup to try is the drop shot, which I've never really used. I practiced tying it the other day. I don't know if I brought the weights for that either, but that's something we're gonna have to try for bass. Apparently really successful. Had a nice fish jump here. It doesn't seem to be biting. So let's continue the rotation for now. What should we try next? Okay, one we haven't showed yet. Everyone preaches these plastics here. Let's see if we could get lucky. So with these, I just do a slow retrieve, stop, let it drop, a couple reels in again. Just give it some action under the water there, up and down. The tail wiggles nicely on the retrieve. Not much to worry about there. Alright guys, we moved in. I can see the bottom a bit here. It's not too deep. Problem is I don't see any structure. But that's okay for now. It'll drift us out hopefully. This time we're using this little crankbait. Very simple. Cast out, crank it in, find the right speed for the retrieve, depending on the day, and go from there. The one I have on right here is called the Pitbull, and it only goes down about 3.5 feet. So it's really good for staying above the weed lines where possible. Get some 6-7 feet deep water with 4-foot waves. It still keeps you above them, so 4-foot weeds I mean. So yeah, let's get this casted out and see if it brings us any luck. I got perch nibbling on this thing again. Oh, there's perch everywhere. If people want to fish for perch, this is the lake to go to. Bring a kid, they'll have a blast. Perch everywhere. Alright guys, we switched over to this buzzbait type style. Has the plate on the front which wiggles in the water, creates a rattle, some action, nice white skirt. You could put a tail on this, sometimes it's more appealing. I'm just lazy, so I didn't. And with this one I switched over to my bait caster, which not my favorite rod, but there is some benefits to it. I like this rod more when I'm following a shoreline, flipping docks and stuff, but with this bite you could either just crank it in slowly, but I give it a little bit of action, hope for the best. Alright guys, so we trolled our way back over to the east side of the island now. See if we have any more luck on that side. We'll go through all the lures again, try them all out, 10-15 casts each, see where that brings us. Just had a follow-up, looked like a pike. Here he comes. He's just sitting there. I'm looking at you. Alright guys, so we fished this area here on the east side, let it drift us all the way in. We're now in a sandy bottom, the odd rock or so, but that's about it. Had the one pike that followed me up on the first cast and just hung around there. Must have thrown the meps at him 5 or 6 times, just was not interested. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move ourselves to the south side of this island with the east-northeast wind. Hopefully that'll just take us between the island and the mainland and all the way out towards Roach's Point. We'll make our way over to Roach's Point slowly, and maybe we'll catch something in the weeds there. Pike, a bass, a cold, I don't know, something. But for now, let's wrap our way around this island, get to where the current will take us the right way, and check in when we're fishing again. See you in a minute. Well, we're on the south side, southeast side. See some rocks, a bit of weeds over there. Maybe not a bad spot. And I'm marking, or I'm hitting perch here again, so with any luck we'll pull something out. Look how much perch is following me up. Wow. I think I'm gonna become a perch fisherman. Got this crawfish here. Little crawfish jig. It's a little weedless prongs there. Got a nice rocky bottom here. Not too thick of weeds. Let's try this one out and see what happens. Alright guys, so we drifted ourselves all the way around that bend, trying all the different lures. Still no luck. I see a lot of people bolting now. We've been out here for about 3.5 hours and nothing. But down there, that peak over there, that's Roach's Point, where we're gonna fish. But for now, I'm gonna let it drift us slowly that way and see what we could catch. I'm gonna try the Comet, Maps 5 Comet with the red and dots. Sometimes when the Akiglia doesn't work, that one does. So we're gonna try that one for a bit, switch back to some more of the bass stuff, and hope we get lucky. More perch. Jeez. I think I just need a hook and a worm. Except I hate catching perch. Oh well, keep trying. First catch of the day, boys. And this is a killer one, man. I've been spotting them all day, and he finally came out to play. Damn you, perch. Damn you. I don't want you. Nor do I want to hook you or hurt you or anything. Damn it. Where there's perch, there could be something else. Alright guys, nothing yet. I'm not counting that perch as anything. But we're gonna be a long time before we get to Roach's Point if we drift the whole way. So I figured I have the ability to stop and eat my sandwich. Made a sandwich. So yeah, none of the lures are working. Should I try something else? I don't know. Should I throw on the big heavy duty stuff and do some real trolling for some big pike? It's not what I'm here for, but we'll see. For now, I'm gonna enjoy the sandwich and my tropical punch and move this down as quick as I can and get back out there casting. Alright guys, so we're just north of Roach's Point. We're gonna drift into it in the next couple minutes. Right here, it's pretty plain at the bottom, but I know in 100 feet that way, the big weeds start, and then when the weeds end, it's the big drop off. So we're gonna start here, drift through the weeds, through the drop off, and see what happens. Let's see the bass. Come on. Come on. Come on. I mean, I've seen a pike so far. Couldn't hit him. Seen the bass now. Wasn't crazy, maybe 2-3 pounds. But still, it'd be nice to hit him rather than him just looking at the map saying, nah. Man. Sunfish. This color's working, it's bringing them in, but not the little guys we want. Alright guys, so made it to the bottom end of Cook's Bay here. We started off at the top end of Cook's Bay. Took a while to get across in this jalopy, but it made it. So now we're gonna cast our way all the way down to the mouth. Still a bit of a ways to go to get down there, but a little further up here on the path we're traveling is where we catch quite a lot. So let's see what happens. All right guys, so it is now 1 o'clock. We left the house just after 6 this morning, so I'm gonna head home, take a shower because it's cooking out here and I'm sweating. Once I get home, probably come back out here. I can't really end an episode 7 hours out here without one fish, perch not included. So gonna head home, do a few things, check my work emails, see how that's going, if they need me for anything, and then I'll either wrap it up from home or I'll come back out here, catch the fish to conclude the video. So we'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so we're heading back out. Had a nap, a shower, some barbecue, and it's 7 o'clock now. I was too bothered that I didn't catch anything yet, so gonna head back out for another couple hours before dark and hopefully we catch something. So gonna head up the river. When I get out to the lake, I'll check back in, cast, and we'll see what the day or what the evening brings us. See you in a bit. And there it is, boys. You to come back out today. What do we got here? Oh, she's fighting. Oh man, she's down there. Not a nice fish, just covered in some ton of weeds. Relax, buddy, relax. The faster you relax, the faster you get back out there. At least you unhooked yourself. Not a bass. She fought pretty good though, but it was all weeds. Got tangled in it and I couldn't pull her up. See ya, buddy. But again, I put on the maps after everything else I've tried today. Catch the fish on the maps again. I don't know what it is with this lure, but it's always the savior of the day. Five more last casts. 6, 7. Not yet. I'm on a second fish. Hey. Fuck you, rock bass. Oh. I know I was searching for bass, so I guess that's mission accomplished. Not what I was searching for. Little rock bass. Alright guys, so we're running out of drifting room here. I'm about to hit the tall grass. And we don't have much sun left either, so I'm gonna wrap up this video. Spent quite a few hours out here, probably did 60 kilometers worth of drifting and driving today. Beautiful day. It was hot as hell earlier, so we took a break. Experimented with a bunch of the bass stuff I don't typically use. I will apologize, I got lazy halfway through and I switched to MEPS, and as always I got something with the MEPS. So got a perch, a sunfish, a rock bass, and a pike with the MEPS today. Nothing with the bass setup, so it is what it is. Another beautiful day. Sorry I couldn't show you much more big catches for the day, but what I will do is maybe right here I will stick in a few clips from a couple days ago. I've been coming out daily, caught something we wouldn't have expected, and another little pike, so check those out. I'm gonna clean up a bit, get repositioned, and then sign out. So we'll see you in a minute.
Oh, that's a big one. Oh, that's a big one.
Decent, not bad. It's a baby.
Perfect.
Want a shot with it?
Nice. No, it's your fish. Oh, easy, easy, easy. He broke the line.
He jumped
no,
out.
Yeah.
He did that himself.
No, I said easy to him, not to you.
Well, didn't have the camera on, fishing, and didn't expect to pull one of these out now. It's the first one out of Simcoe for us anyways.
He's heavy.
Not bad. Must have put on a bit of a fight.
Yeah, he did, man.
Good. Oh, he's giving her. That's not ready. Hold that. Look at that, guys. Just adding to the video. Alright, guys. Video's not quite over yet. Got another little guy. Probably just about 20 inches. Can't complain. Where you go? Like, that's a pretty fast fucking perch, huh?
No.
Not bad. With a little caca on my fucking hand, but not bad.
Stop fishing.
Alright, well, as you see, that one fish was a bit of a surprise. Didn't expect to catch that here. Well, Nick caught it, but still a surprise. These things are so thick. And the pike was another baby, but it is what it is. Don't forget to stick around after the logo at the end. There's often a blooper or some sort of clip after there. I'm pretty sure today's will be me dipping my drone in the water, but wait till after the logo to find out. And yeah, tomorrow I think I'm gonna run a few errands in the morning and come out in the afternoon, or I'm just gonna come out in the morning, run the errands afternoon. We'll in the afternoon, we'll see how I feel. Tomorrow I'll stick around in the river. We'll start at one end and work our way trolling the river. hopefully find some bass. I'm hearing there's good bass in the river, so let's make a river episode in search of bass. So yeah, but that's the next adventure for now. Thanks as always for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Don't forget to smash that like button. And we'll see you on the next adventure. Peace. Well, that's no good. This thing just went in the water. Somehow it had enough to lift up and get into my hand, and then it completely died. I'll leave it out in the sun. Hopefully it dries out and works again. Oops. Fuck. I mean flip. Damn it. Everything, even the battery's wet. No good, guys, no good.